Am I dead? Is this my funeral?
I know I was meant to sink into the background, but I'll kick you off because I think you're a bit nervous.
I'm a bit overcome by all that. I mean, it was before you start. It was just. It's. Thank you. It is quite amazing to sit there and listen to all that and have your life, 45 years of your life, put together in so brilliantly as that in 5 or 6 minutes. And
it's not often that a sports journalist wins a Melbourne Press Club Lifetime Achievement Award. So for all of us sports journos in the room, we're very proud of you. I hope you're proud as well.
Thank you. No, of course I'm proud. I mean, I'm overcome by this. But what we do, it's not life and death. We understand that. But if you tell the supporters of 18 clubs that it's not life and death when you're bagging their footy club and shit-bagging their heroes, it does become life and death. And I like to think that the people who do what you and Robbo and Mickey Warner and those people do now, and what I used to do, is that we're probably the most scrutinised journos of all, I reckon. Not because of the consequences, but just because everyone is an expert about the game and the club they love. So we've had to live with that day by day, and it has its plenty of ups, but it has a few downs too.
Would you like to mention a couple of ups and downs? Or would you like to thank anyone?
With the downs would be Plugger Locker threatening to kill me. Roger Merritt and Peter Dacos implementing that plan. At least Plugger did it via an intermediary and just said that he was going to kill me if he saw me at the footy, in the car park, in the street, or wherever he saw me. He's just going to kill me. So I took about 15 years to get over that. Look, I mean, it is amazing to stand in my shoes tonight and think about. I worked at the Werribee Banner, that famous journal in the town that I grew up in. I was there for 5.5 years until a bloke called Laurie Schwab badgered me into applying for a job at Newsday. And Don Lawrence, who was a gun journalist, he told me when I got appointed there I was the last bloke hired on that paper, and the paper lasted 6 months, but it was the sort of start of my journey. And to think that it's ended up here, and listening to you, Caroline, and Kevin Sheedy and others, and Peter Blunden, and say what they said, it's just quite overwhelming. And to have 3 of my 4 kids here tonight, which is always makes me proud. And I won't go on for too long because I know there's a lot to be done, but there are a lot of people who have been really important to me on the way through. Jeff Slattery's on my table, and he's been a counsellor and a mentor and a friend of mine for a long time. Billy Cannon's on the Fox table. I still do some work, even though I'm old. I still do some work at Fox, and I love working there. And Billy's been a friend and confidant and supporter of mine for 30-odd years. And there's so many people. Mickey Gordon, who I've known for so long, Corey Perkin, and it's just a double thrill to be sort of getting this award tonight on the night that honours Graham Perkin, who actually hired me, Corey, when I was working for Inside Football. I was smart enough then to say, I'll come and work for Inside Football, which was owned by The Age, if I get onto The Age in summertime. And Graham agreed to that, and I will never forget my first day working for The Age. I went to the toilets in Spencer Street, and in bowls the great man, bowls up to the urinal, and I just froze, literally. I would have still been standing there if he had been there. And it was just having this man that I held in such awe, like everyone else who was in journalism at that time did. So it's just been a great journey for me. I can't believe that you can spend your entire working life devoted to your love and passion, which mine are combined as football and journalism. And I just still can never come to terms with the fact that I've found myself in this position with the accolades that I've accumulated on the way. So thank you for listening, and may the next generation be as good as the one that I enjoyed. I fear it won't be, for the events of recent weeks are really sad, and I worked at The Age twice, and I'm really sad about what's happening there. But I know there's so many good journos around that you'll make it work. Thank you.